It's second versus 7th, and normally you'd associate with us being second, but it's 7th. Welcome back to the channel. Probably depressed everyone there just a wee bit more than I probably should have, but yeah, it's Rangers against Hearts, and you know what, I was feeling amped, I was feeling, so to speak, pumped up, and here I am, you know, just less than 24 hours away, or 24 hours after is well, I mean, we're less than 24 hours away, and we're close to 24 hours since Russell Martin's comments, and well, since it got leaked and then his comments this morning about Nico Raskin. Folks, what are we doing now? I mean, as much as I would love to dedicate 20 minutes to the Nico Raskin, Russell Martin saga that just continues to unravel, there's a fid on Fog Football, and I've also made 2 fids on it, so yeah, I'm not going to beat that horse to death here. My thoughts are, I'm backing Nico Raskin over Martin because I think it's completely unjust. Now, if some things come to fruition in the forefront and it reveals things like Nico Raskin being a leak and giving out team sheets, which I'm seeing some rumours float about WhatsApp, then I will, you know, rescind my my backing of Nico Raskin and see Russell Martin. Man, it's alright for me to say I'll be backing Martin against Raskin, but the fact of the matter is this: in terms of anyone to really truly get behind Russell Martin, the damage is done. It feels like it's at the point where this guy would literally need to win trophies, like literal trophies, before we could sit here and be like, I back him 110%. I don't want rid of him. Now, I know trophies will be won tomorrow, and honestly, if it was a cup final, I'd be bricking it because I'd feel like Hearts would win it. But you know, recent history against Hearts suggests that we should. Well, I mean, I say we should win. I think the recent history against Hearts suggests that we should not lose, but that's not good enough. You know, we need to be winning this game of football. There is no two ways about it. 5 draws out of 5 would be downright disgusting. And yeah, you know what? Does it feel like a draw's written over this game? Yeah. Because we haven't lost, but Hearts are good, but they don't start games well. I could actually see us, for once, start this game in the ascendancy, and then see the arse collapse as Derek McInnes, you know, finally gets a tune at his Hearts team, and we could end up being snookered. And I think one of the main reasons why we're snookered is because Hearts are on form right now, the second best team in the league. Some people argue they're number 1, but which there is no argument about, right? They will not play worse than Celtic did at Ibrox. Definitely not. They can't. So what that means is we need to be better than what we were against Celtic at Ibrox, which is actually get a shot on target. No, it's actually insane. Like, how can we sit here and talk about winning this game of football when we can't even get shots on target? That is the scary thing, honestly. And that Celtic game is our best game domestically. Absolutely. Better than Motherwell, better than Dundee, better than St Mirren, right? Better than Alloa. I mean, I'm not even going to sit here and spin a 4-2 victory against Alloa in any light, man. It's brutal, right? There's nothing really. I mean, the only good thing is that we went through, but to think of going out is just, it's unthinkable, to be brutally honest about it. So I can't sit here and think that this is going to be an easy game. I can't. It's not going to be an easy game. You know, the only thing that points to our favour is the recent history with Hearts, because they just, I mean, I actually can't even remember the last time they beat us. There's been a lot of draws, but more often than not we win, and then a lot of draws. So the one thing that doesn't happen is losses in our camp, but all we've done over recent years is break records left, right and centre, and not the good ones, alright folks, the bad ones. So I put up for a poll, 481 votes, 34% went with Rangers, 27% went with a draw, 39% went with Hearts. So the majority of people, well, not the majority, but well, I mean, it is the majority. Well, yeah, I mean, for the most, 49% have went with Hearts to beat Rangers. If we just look at if we take away the option of a draw. So if you look at it from that perspective, it's pretty bleak. But I can't sit here and disagree with it, folks. I can't. Now I'll read through a few comments here. Blue Mike said, I'd take a defeat if it meant Cabbage Martin is shown the door. Hearts will win 2-0. Double-edged sword though, isn't it? I mean, what happens if we lose and he gets kept and the gap's 9 points? It's a shite situation. Pedro Casinha's out of work. Well, yeah, when we're hearing comments about Pedro Casinha is out of work and that he could do a better job than the current manager, we're snookered. A few comments about Raskin. Game Fishing says hell no. Bob says mon the Hibbies. Thomas says go on the Jambos. Beat I'm afraid Martin out. Yeah, it's not looking good, folks. And to me that's the biggest problem. It's like we just don't look like scoring. And one thing Hearts have done this season, I think Hearts are the top goal scorers. There'll be goals tomorrow. Considering we don't score many, what team think they're going to be in favour of? It all depends what Hearts turn up, man. If Hearts turn up with a bit of fear, then that'll suit us. But if they don't, I'm going 2 each, man. Don't even know why I'm going 2 each, but I've got the fear.